Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to dive into something that transformed my friend's life, and I know it can transform yours too. It is called financial freedom. Let me tell you about my friend. I've changed the name obviously for privacy reasons. 8 months ago, she was living paycheck to paycheck despite making decent money. Her credit card debt was piling up, unexpected expenses would throw her entire month into chaos, and the thought of retirement, forget about it. That seemed like a distant dream that never would come true. One day we were out for a cup of tea. She felt she needed to talk to me. She called me up and she said, "Let's meet up for a cup of coffee." She had coffee, I had tea, and she said that she felt trapped. As a 42-year-old marketing professional, she wanted to pursue her passion project. Maybe even wanted to start her own business someday, but the financial chains were too heavy. She couldn't take risks because she had not had any safety net. Now, what do I mean by safety net? Meaning she didn't have enough savings. Then something shifted. Over the piece of conversation, I tried to tell her how I had worked on my savings and how I had kind of created a corpus fund for myself. And she said, and she decided in that moment that enough was enough. She made a commitment to herself that financial freedom would no longer be a word or a phrase she heard, but it was something she will make a reality. Fast forward to today. 8 months later, she has paid off nearly about, I think, 2 lakh rupees in her credit card debt and also built an emergency fund that covers 3 months of her expenses, and she has started to invest. But what is the biggest change? Honest to God, the biggest change is in her life and in her eyes and in her way she talks, because her constant anxiety about money has been replaced with confidence. She has started to make plans for that side business she always wanted to do, and this is what she told me, which I thought was a game changer. She said, "For the first time in my adult life, I feel like I have options. And having options is what freedom is all about." Financial freedom isn't just about having money, it's about having choices. So, inspired by my friend's journey, I want to talk to you about how you can start your own journey to financial freedom. What is financial freedom and why does it even matter? So, let's get clear. Important thing, that financial freedom is not about being rich so that you can buy anything you want. Financial freedom means that it is reaching a point or a goal where you have enough passive income that exceeds your expenses, where money serves you rather than you serving it. Financial freedom can mean different things to different people. For some, it is the ability to get a job that they hate. For others, it's traveling without any stress. And for many, it's simply the peace of mind that comes knowing that they have enough. Why is it more important and especially important for women? One of the reasons is, in our country at least, we are never taught financial literacy. We are never taught about how to take care of our money. We as women face unique challenges. There is a huge gender pay gap, which means we typically earn less over our lifetimes, yet we generally live longer than men. So that's a double whammy for, financially for women. Secondly, women often have to take career breaks to take care of their children or elderly parents, which impacts our earning potential and our retirement savings. Thirdly, studies show women are more likely not to take risks with investments, which can mean that they will miss out on growth opportunities over a time period. And perhaps most importantly, financial freedom gives us the power to leave unhealthy situations. Whether it's a toxic workplace or a relationship, having your own financial foundation means you are never, ever trapped by economic dependency. When you have financial freedom, you are writing your own story instead of having it dictated by circumstances. So, how do we even start to navigate this space? So, I'm going to touch upon very simple things that you can do to just start the process. So the number one thing is the principle of 70-30-10. Now, this is a very powerful framework that has helped me in my life, and it also helped my friend. And in the process, it has been shared by me with about 10 other people, and it has worked for all of them. So here is how it works. 70% of your income goes to necessities and your lifestyle expenses. 20% of your income will go to savings and the debt repayment in case you have debt. Otherwise, it can just go to your savings. And 10% goes in investing for the future. Now, if you break it down further, this basically means 70% will cover your rent, it will cover your food, it will cover your transportation, it will cover your utilities and discretionary spending like entertainment or dining out. This is about deprivation, it's about being intentional. So 70% of it will cover just about everything that you need to spend money on for your life, for your livelihood basically. Now, when my friend started to track her expenditure, she realized that she was spending $200 a month, not $200. Yeah, it was $200 in her case. So let's say $200 will come to about 20,000 rupees or 18,000 rupees on things that she hardly uses. Those included that subscriptions for OTT platforms. It included magazines which she did not have the time to see. It included a few discretionary expenses which she was not using. And these small leaks can sink big ships. So we have to be very careful that we jot down in detail everywhere where our every penny is going. This is one of the golden rules of knowing where your money is going. Write down everything that you spend. And these days we have so many apps that you can also use for it. Now the 20% for saving and debt repayment is your financial stability fund. If you have a high interest debt like credit cards, then focus on clearing that debt first. It makes no sense to save money while you are carrying debt. So eliminating your credit card debt must be your biggest priority. And once you have done that, then you can use that 20% to create an emergency fund. Why you should have an emergency fund? Because it is crucial. You could, God forbid, fall sick. You could probably lose your job, or multiple things can happen. We can't control what happens in our life. You should certainly have an emergency fund of 3 months of expenses. And if you are smart enough and you can do it, probably do it for 6 months. And the final 10% will go into investing into long-term wealth building. This is where the magic of compound interest starts to work in your favor. Even a small amount invested consistently can grow significantly over time. So now my friend was really like, oh my God, I don't understand the market, I don't understand investments. She thought that she needs to be a financial expert to do it. But it was very, very simple. She just had to go to her bank and ask them to invest little bit of money, which I think she started to invest 1,500 rupees per month, or 1,500 or 2,000, something like that, from her paycheck directly into a account which was index fund of some kind. I don't remember the name. Now, the fun thing about this 70-30-10 principle is the flexibility. You can do it 80-15-5. You can do it 60 and 30 and 10. It's up to you how you do it. So then once you start to understand this and you start to pay attention to it, they always say, where your focus goes, your energy flows. You will start to get a better hold of where your money is going. And once you have a better hold of where your money is going, then things become crystal clear to you. You start to understand your current financial situation. If you don't know where you have to go, how will you ever reach there? But when you take inventory of everything, your income, your expenses, your assets, your debts, when you really think on a piece of paper, write down, do a mind map, this is where it's going, this is where the money is coming in, these are the leaks that I need to fill, that's when you just start to take charge. It is uncomfortable at first because you have never tried it before. But when you start to doing it, it's very empowering. The other thing that you can also do for your financial freedom is Define what financial freedom means to you. For example, for me, I think define financial freedom will be that I can travel wherever I want to for at least a month a year. That's something that's financial freedom to me. I should have enough money in my bank that I can travel where I like, or I can invest money in my content creation business. This is what I do for a living. I can invest money for my YouTube videos. I can invest money in my courses. I can get my courses designed better, or the assets, the digital assets that I produce. I can get freelancers to do the work. That is financial freedom for me. For some people, having a certain corpus fund could be financial freedom. Whatever it is, start to focus on that. Once you have the clarity what it means to you, then work in that direction. Third thing I think you can really focus on is that you spend your money which aligns with your goals. So your budget, like, do what you enjoy to do. So for example, make conscious choices. If you are somebody who likes to have high tea once in 6 months, or if you are somebody who wants to buy a beautiful sari, or if you are somebody who wants to buy jewelry, create a little fund for it and spend it. Spend money on it because it's your hard earned money, you have saved up for it. Let it bring joy to your life. Another thing is start reading about the market. Start learning something about money management or investment or financial planning every day. It could be a podcast. There are millions of podcasts on financial health and financial literacy. So start reading about them. Another thing that I do is automate your financial life. What do you mean by automate? So basically, if you're paying rent this particular day, automatically the rent will be debited from your account. This 100 rupees will go to this particular fund for charity. This 1000 rupees or 1500 rupees is going to this fund directly from my bank. So you don't have to worry or don't have to think where is your money going, because the minute you open the bank statement, you have absolute clarity where that money is gone. Something which is not easy all the time, but a good way of probably increasing your financial wealth is to start thinking about your income potential. While you can cut your expenses, and it's very important, there is only that much you can cut. But there is no limit to what else you can do with your time. You could learn a new skill, you could do freelancing work, you could tutor somebody, something you can do to enhance your income. I think it's always a great idea to be able to do a side hustle where you can make some extra money. Another thing that is very important is talk about your finances with people who support your financial goals and have similar values. It's interesting to have a friend or be in a group of friends who really know the market very well, who are pro at saving money, and you'll be surprised how many people are really smart at it. So, spend your energy with those people who can help you move fast forward in the direction of your goals. Another thing, I think it's not a bad idea that you train yourself before you go shopping, before you purchase anything. Maybe you can have a 48-hour rule. You like something, I will not buy it in the next 48 hours till I have decided if this thing works for me or not. These are small things that you can do, small steps that you can do. But I know for sure, if you start working with either one or two of these steps, you will start to move in the direction of financial freedom. As women, we need to empower ourselves. There is an utmost importance for us to take charge of our money and our finances, because nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is coming to pay our bills. When we have financial freedom, I cannot say it guarantees that it will bring happiness into your life, but it certainly brings security into your life. It certainly puts you in a strong footing. It certainly gives you a wealthy mindset. It certainly gives you the confidence to be able to make decisions for your life, which can really, amp up and really let you move in the direction of your dreams. So start the journey today. Start small, but take it forward and know that one step in the right direction is going to lead forward to many of your dreams coming out true. Please do not forget to comment. Let me know what you do when it comes to your financial freedom. I could get some ideas from you. And also, if you like the content, please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification button and All the while, let me know what are the topics that you would like me to cover for you, and I will make the effort to do that. And know that as a woman, you have the power to create the life of your dreams. Go for it, and I will be here cheering you away to your goals. Bye for now.